Speaker, we're learning more and more about the terrible abuse of taxpayers' dollars and an unprecedented amount of waste at the York Region School Board. Trustee travel and spending appears to be out of control. My apologies to the Premier. Premier, will you put a moratorium on travel for the York Region District School Board trustees?
Good question.
Minister of Education.
Mr. Speaker, for many, many months, we've been dealing with the situation at the York Region District School Board. I have heard from parents, I've heard from students, and from the community, Mr. Speaker, and that is exactly why in January I appointed a set of reviewers, Sue Herbert and Patrick Case, who have been working with the community to hear those concerns, and they have put forward their recommendations, Mr. Speaker. And the reason why, Mr. Speaker, we went this route to an expedited review is because we know that our schools must be places that all students feel safe, Mr. Speaker, and that any incidences that affects that well-being of the student is addressed and that we don't shy away from those concerns. So, Mr. Speaker, that report has been submitted to me. I am reviewing that report, and I will have more to say on that.
Thank you. Supplement.
So the minister just acknowledges she's known about it since January, but she didn't put a moratorium in place. Why not? Former Liberal candidate Laura Lee Carruthers promised to regain the public's trust when she became chair of the board last December. This travel spending scandal certainly isn't a good step. It appears trustees use the board as a taxpayer-funded travel agent. They jet set it across Europe with no regard for public funds. This travel is unacceptable and unnecessary. Will the government commit to reviewing all travel expenses and calling for the funds to be reimbursed?
Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member opposite knows full well that this issue has been brought forward and that we are taking action to address the concerns that have been raised by parents, by students, and by the community, Mr. Speaker. That is why I have asked for a review of the leadership of the York Region District School Board and ensuring that when we hear issues that they are dealt with. Mr. Speaker, I have heard from many members and colleagues on this side of the House in York Region about the concerns that they were hearing from their community. It is the first time in many weeks and many months that the member opposite has raised those concerns. So I'm happy to stand in this House and tell you the actions that we are taking, Mr. Speaker, because those actions are meant to ensure that our students get the best education possible.